This is how you complete the full Reckoning Easter egg solo on the new Black Ops 6 Zombies map. The loadouts and setup I recommend are using the Maelstrom and just put any attachments you want on there really. This Easter egg isn't too hard, it's not going to require a ton of firepower. Put on the Maelstrom, use Ether Shroud, give it the 2x augment, and then whatever gobblegums you want. Starting right off, the very first thing you're going to do when you spawn in is turn to the right and you're going to see this mop bucket. You're just going to go behind it and melee it. If it doesn't move, you might have to lay down, but melee it under the sprinkler heads on the ceiling. This is very crucial because later on, this step actually comes into play, but for some reason it like glitches out and the sprinklers never turn on. But basically, once you get it under there, you can just start playing and almost immediately the sprinklers are going to come on and fill the bucket up. Literally just leave it there filled with water and just move on to the next step. First thing you're going to do after that is make your way up to the mutant research lab, and there's going to be a little control panel right here that you can interact with. Interact with it and it's going to give you the syringe. This is the first piece of the quest we get. You're then going to start making your way up to the Pack-a-Punch, and while you get up to the executive suite, there is a bonus points up here on this crane. You probably can't see it because I hit it with a Semtex, but if you have a bullet weapon, aim in and you can just hit it and get a free few points there. Around this point, around 4 to 6 of those rounds, you're going to get the special round where it's like the Klaus robots flying. It is possible that even on this low of a round, when you finish it or kill a bunch of the robots, it's going to drop a Klaus arm. Just keep an eye out. You're going to need to collect 2 of them from these special rounds. So keep an eye out after you kill a bunch of them to see if this round it drops one of the arms. Now, after those 3 things, make your way into the Pack-a-Punch room and activate the Pack-a-Punch. All you have to do is like press a button, shoot a couple crystals, it'll show you where to shoot them, and then you've unlocked the Pack-a-Punch. And once you have that beam in the middle of the room, come over to this ledge and jump up in the beam and it'll start moving you forward slowly. You're gonna wanna make your way through the beam and find the body. There's gonna be a zombie body just hanging out in the beam, and it can move every now and again. But once you jump up and you're going through the beam, all you have to do is lean or move over to where that body is once you get to it, and it'll make you fall, but it's going to knock the body down to the ground. Now, this body can blend in with all of the other dead zombies, but it'll be facing up, so just make your way around it and just start holding X, and if you've done it correctly, you'll get the blood in the syringe. You can make your way back down to the mutant research lab, and you can place that syringe back in the original machine that you got it, and it's going to spawn a mangler out of this tube. There's going to be a little bit of dialogue, but then the mangler's going to start attacking you. If you have the Maelstrom and you had like hidden power or Pack-a-Punched it once, it's literally going to take 1 mag to take this guy down. It's really not that hard. Once you kill him, he's going to drop a special mutant injection. It's going to be the Fowler mutant injection. Now, don't use this once you pick it up, save it, but it's going to spawn in some of those acid zombies from the mansion. It's also going to spawn like a disciple. Just kill them, knock them out. It's super easy. I would say the disciple is harder than the actual mangler. At this point as well, in the mutant research lab, you have to be in this area, but a zombie's gonna spawn that drops a key card. I think I forgot right here, so I didn't get it till later on. But just while you're killing zombies, look for the one that drops the key card and pick it up. Now make your way up to the dark entity containment and go up the stairs, and you're gonna see this door with a scanner on the wall next to it. This is where you're gonna use the Fowler mutant injection. Literally just pop it out and stand there. It'll scan you, and then you'll go out of the mutant injection pretty quick, and then it'll say like access granted and all this crap, and then the door's gonna open and there's gonna be a portal there you can go through. Now go through the portal, and we're gonna have to find 4 notes, and it doesn't say like hold X to interact or anything like that. So come up to this table and hold X, and you're gonna see this screen right here. The only 2 numbers you care about is the 2 next to the katana. It could be like 2, 5, 6, whatever that number is, write it down, and then write down the month. So it's 2 and then 12. That's all we care about. We don't care about the 8, the 1985. We don't care about any of that. Put a 2, 4/12, and then we're gonna make our way to the next note. Now there's a few locations that the notes can spawn, and they're all gonna be in like the executive suite or this area right here. So the first one is if you just turn left into the cafeteria area, you see I've got a note right here on this little table. So this can be where your second one is. As you see, mine's a 6 and a 6, so I write that down. The next spot, as you see, is just right behind that on this table. Come over to that one, hold X on it. As you see, for me, it's 4 and a 9, so 4/9. Another location one could spawn is up in the director's office right here on this coffee table. As you see, for me, it's not there, but that could be a spot. The next spot it could be, as you see, it wasn't for me, is right under this TV on the left. It could spawn there, or as you see for me right behind it on the desk, it spawned here for me. So I hold X on it, 3/8. That's what I write down right there. And the last spot it could be is right out on the front desk here. Those are the spots we know as of now. I've never seen them anywhere else, but the map did just come out. So if your 4 aren't in those spots, just look around this area. They're not too hard to find. Now make your way back to the secret teleporter we opened, and you're gonna need to put your code into this computer. Now let me explain how you actually get the code. So you wrote down those numbers, right? Is look at the smallest month to the highest month, and that's the order you're gonna put the numbers in. So for me, my lowest month was 6. I'm not gonna put a 6. I'm going to put the very first number I wrote. So I did 4/9. 9 is the month, but I'm going to put 4. So my months were 6, 8, 9, 12 from lowest to highest. The number for my 6 was 6. The number for my 8 was 3. The number for my 9 month was 4, and my 12 month was 2. So my code is 6342. Take the months, the right number, do it from least to greatest, and that's going to be your code with the left numbers. I hope that makes sense. Shouldn't be too hard. Put that code into this computer and it's going to say access granted. At this point, make your way down to the computing core with all the weird trees and the glowy flowers, and you're going to have to buy Melee Macchiato. So if you didn't use a Perkaholic or anything, save up your points, buy Melee Macchiato. Once you got it, you're going to punch this machine right here and it's going to open. And it's going to reveal this purple brain thing. Now, when you pick this brain thing up, it's on a timer, so you have to go somewhat quick. I don't think it lets you slide. I don't think it lets you run, though. But just follow my lead, follow my path. All you have to do is just carry it all the way back up to that secret teleporter room and place it in the machine they got for you. I've never failed this step. I've done it a bunch of times. It's really easy. You can shoot, slide to go quicker. Whatever you got to do, just carry it and get it all the way up into that room. Now at this point, if you don't know, or if you haven't, you need to get the wonder weapon, and you can't get it out of the box. You have to do it through its quest, which is really easy, fortunately. So make your way back to the mutant research lab, and there's going to be 2 computers you need to look at that's going to have a word on it. The first computer screen is to the left of Deadshot. It could be staticky or show a word. If it's staticky, just stand there until it pops up. But once you get that word, you don't need to care about the word at all. All you care about is the first letter. So it could say any word on the planet. Who cares? Get the first letter, memorize that. Then go straight all the way back by this big machine, kind of by PhD Flopper. There's going to be another staticky computer. Stare at that until it gives you the next word, and then just memorize the first letter of that one. Who cares about the word? Then make your way over to this periodic table on the wall and pause your game, but to where you can see the whole periodic table. What you're going to do is take those 2 first letters, and you're just going to line them up. So for me, I had A and G. So it could be GA or AG. Just look for those 2 letters lined up on the periodic table. And then once you find it, like me, I've got AG. Look at the number in the top left. Mine's 47. You need a 3-digit number. So just add a 0 to that. So 047. If you have a periodic table that only has like one number, like 4, it's going to be 004. So add 2 zeros. So mine's 047. Make your way up the stairs and input that code here, and it's going to open the door. Now come over to this tube here, and you're going to see like a glowing ball. This part's pretty easy. It just might take some time. You need to injure not kill, but injure 3 vermin in front of this tube. It's really easy. As you train up the zombies, vermin are just going to be popping out of them like crazy. Like, it's not hard to get the vermin there. And then once they're close, just shoot them and injure them. And this machine is going to suck them up in the air, and you're going to see them turn into like a little yellow ball. Do that with 3 vermin. After you do it with the vermin, you have to do it to 3 zombies. So that one's super easy. Just injure 3 zombies. If you lose track, just go over and hold X and see if you grab it. But once you've done all 6 of those, which could take maybe 2 to 3 rounds depending on how well you get the vermin. But go over, hold X, and you're gonna grab the little ball thing. You're then gonna make your way back to the computing lab with all the weird trees, and there's 3 trees you need to stand next to where you're gonna pull that little ball out in your left hand, and there's gonna be a bar on the left side of your screen that you just need to suck the air from the tree. I don't know what the heck it's doing, to be honest. The first tree is right by the elevator to get up. Just come in this corner, stand there till it's done. Second tree is right behind it in the corner by the teleporter, like where you launch to the next tower. Stand there on that one. Super easy. Once you've done that, just go straight into the room right in front of you. And the third tree is going to be right next to these machines. Stand there for 10 to 15 seconds on each one. Wait for that bar on the left to just go down to 0, and then you're done. You've fully done that step there. Then you're going to make your way back to the dark entity containment, and there's 4 computer screens you need to hold X on to activate. They're all in the same spot every match, so just follow me here. The first one's kind of by where you teleport up to the right. Run to the left side, turn on the second one, run a little bit more forward, and the last 2 are going to be right next to each other. Once you've activated all 4, it's going to spawn in an Uber Klaus, and you don't want to kill him. What you want to do is blow the shoulder pieces off of him, both sides. If you're like me, you accidentally killed him, but he'll spawn in again on the next round. So once you blow both of the shoulder pieces off, lead him over to this panel in front of the big robot eye, and he's going to stand there, and then the Forsaken's going to take him over, and now you can kill him. But he's going to be pretty beefy, so I would say at least have a pack 1 gun. Even if you don't have like hidden power and you don't have it legendary rarity, at least pack 1 or you might just die. Like, he's tough to kill. But finally, after you kill him completely, your screen's going to turn white, and there's going to be a little like wisp / like lightning in the air. Just go over to it, hold X. You're gonna put your little circle ball into it, and then you can grab the Gorgafex, the wonder weapon. Now there are 2 upgrades for the wonder weapon. You can only do 1 of them in your game. So I'm just gonna show you the one I did, which is the easiest one by far. But before we upgrade it, there is one thing you need to do with the base version of the wonder weapon. So make your way back to the Pack-a-Punch room. Come over and press this red button at the beginning of a round. Make sure you have a bunch of zombies available, or you're gonna fail this step and have to flip rounds. So get to the beginning of a round. A lot of zombies is good. Hit this red button, and what's gonna happen, it's gonna spawn in like 4 clear like blue lightning like vermin, translucent vermin. There's gonna be 3 up like on the rafts on the stairs above you where you can't get to. Just kill them. There could be 1. Just search all the walls up high. They're pretty easy to see. I wouldn't say you would have a problem. They can be in different spots, but kill 3 up on the walls, like on the stairs areas, and then there's going to be 1 running around down on the ground. Now once you kill all 4, every zombie you kill, there's going to be like a soul box up where you press that red button. Just kill as many zombies as you can. It's going to take a lot, and you're going to see with like every kill, the souls will just keep going up. So just kill as many zombies as you can. I think you have about 20 to 30 seconds, but I don't think it takes a ton of zombies, but just kill as many as you can. Once you're done with that, go back up, and you're gonna see this blue orb. Make sure you have your wonder weapon out, or it won't let you grab it. But once you hold X, that orb will go into your wonder weapon, and you need to lead it back to that secret room with the teleporter. Now, do not shoot your wonder weapon or you will lose it. Don't shoot the gun at all. Just get it on it, teleport, make your way however you gotta do it. Just don't shoot your gun. Go back to the secret room and shoot a charged shot at this teleporter, and it's gonna break the crystals in the teleporter, and you'll get like a quote and you're done with that step. Now we're going to upgrade the wonder weapon, which is super easy. So the first thing you're going to do is go back up to like the executive suites and interact with this door, and you're going to have a little quote with, I believe it's Blanchard. Wait for him to do his dumb spiel and then jump all the way back down to the spawn room. Once you're there, there's going to be a red button in this little side room. Press that and a friendly mechanic Klaus is going to spawn in and start working on these computers. You need to protect him. Don't shoot him or kill him. Protect him. The zombies will be going for him heavy, so just sit there protecting him. It's not too bad, but once he's done, it's gonna break one of the elevator shafts in this building. So just go over to both of them, and the way you can tell is the whole shaft's gonna be like red, and there's gonna be a blue orb bouncing back and forth through the elevator. What you're gonna do is go through the other elevator, the one that's not broken, and make your way all the way to the broken elevator on the top floor where you can go down it. You're gonna jump down it and pull your parachute, and there's 3 buttons on the walls. You need to press all 3 as you fall down. It's super easy. You go super slow. It's not hard. But once you've pressed all 3, it's going to fling you back up the elevator shaft, and there's going to be an orb floating above the elevator. Now this orb's going to go into a bunch of zombies. There's going to be like 8 to 10 zombies that have like blue lightning electric on them. Kill them with your wonder weapon. It's got to be with the wonder weapon. And once you've killed like all 8, Panos is gonna spawn back in his regular like spirit form in the front. Give it like 10 seconds and then run up and interact with him. If it's working, the zombies won't go after you. It'll start doing like this little scene here, and you're gonna lose your wonder weapon, but the wonder weapon's gonna suck him. Wow, okay, it's gonna suck like his spirit or whatever, and then you can pick up the wonder weapon, and you've got like the Gorgafex C is what it's called or something. It's really nothing insanely better. It's just one of the upgraded variants. Now at this point you should have both of the Klaus arms, but if you happen to not, just progress to the next special round, and then it'll definitely drop the arm on that one. So get yourself both the arms, and now you need to find both the legs, which you could do this at any point up till now, but if you're at this point now, so go to the android assembly part of the map. That's going to be in the second tower, and there's about 4 spots the legs can spawn. You're looking for 2 legs. First is right next to the shooty thing where you shoot from tower to tower. The second can be right up this rubble, like kind of right here by this shelf. The third's going to be right over on this pile of like robot legs and arms. And the 4th is going to be up on this shelf in the corner of this room. Now, if you're like me and you're a complete idiot, I forgot the Klaus arm and it's around 20. So what I did at this point, and it's a part I skipped because you can do this part at any point in the Easter egg. You just have to do it before you enter the boss fight. But remember when I was talking about the research test area, the mutant research, there's a key card. If you haven't gotten that key card, or if you do have it, you need to plug it into this box on the wall and then pick up the little DNA file it has in it. And that's all you got to do for that part. So whether you have the card or not, open this box up, grab it. If you don't have the card, just stay in here until you find the card. It's likely it already dropped from a zombie you killed in here, so if you've killed a bunch and it's not dropping, run around and see if you can find it. That's what happened to me. Now, once you've got all the Klaus parts, both arms, both legs, you need to come up to this dummy and place the parts on him. You need an Uber Klaus at this point, and the first one's going to spawn on round 16. So if you're before 16, get to 16. If you're after 16, just keep progressing the rounds until you get the next one on maybe like 22, 23. Get one to spawn in, but don't kill him. Lead him over next to the dummy and have him do like his shockwave attack or some sort of attack to where it activates the dummy. The dummy will give you a line like he's online or something, and he'll get up and fly to the computer right next to him. Just keep doing that. Once you've done that, you can kill the Klaus, but don't kill him until you got the dummy working. He'll sit at the computer right here, and then you have to progress around, and then he'll get up and start flying away. You need to stand like within 5 feet of him, or he won't start flying, but you gotta lead him all the way up to the dark entity containment. all the way to this SAM trial and then activate the SAM trial. Most likely what I've gotten every time is it'll say like kill zombies in this area, and it'll be this room. Just kill the amount of zombies, like 75 or whatever it is, and then the robot will get up and start flying away again. Just follow him all the way up into the secret teleporter room, and once he's in there, he'll sit typing away on this computer, and you're done with him. You're good with this part. We can move on. Now make your way back to the computing core with the tree area and stand by the Tanto wall by. Charge up your wonder weapon and just shoot kind of at these rails. I don't know if there's an exact spot, but it's worked for me every time. But shoot at these rails with a charged shot, and you're going to see a little orb fall to the ground, and it's going to be a zombie head. You need to pick that head up. It's the fungal head. Now, if you remember when we press the mop bucket under the sprinklers, we need to use that. So what you're going to do is run back to the spawn area and hold X on the mop bucket, and it's going to place the head inside of it, and then you can pick it back up. Now for me, I didn't do the mop bucket at the beginning, and I saved and quit, which I think is what broke it, but the sprinklers would just not turn on. I went like 15 rounds. There's multiple spots around the map. There's one in the spawn area, there's one in the executive suites, and then there's one in the assembly. None of them would turn on. I don't know if it's because I saved and quit or what. Just to be safe, I would push the bucket at the beginning. But anyways, once you've cleaned the head and picked it up, it won't let you run, but you'll see it at the bottom of your screen. So now your entire body is a soul box. So just kill as many zombies as you can while making your way all the way up to the second tower. It'll take a pretty good amount of zombies, but you can't run, so just walk your way all the way up to that secret room we opened and kill as many zombies on the way as possible, and you'll see the souls will stop coming to you as time goes on. And then once you get in that secret room, you can place that head in the teleporter, and you're done with this part. Now we're almost at the end, but at this point there's going to be a bunch of items around the map, like a flower pot, a book. They're going to be glowing purple and kind of floating around the room. They're not hard to find or anything. There are what look like Casimir devices spread around the map. They're special ones. I'm going to show you 4 of the locations. There's a bunch more than 4, but all you need is 4. But the first location I used was in the Android assembly. I grabbed it from here. What you're going to do is go find one of these purple things. There's a bunch in the mutant research lab, like 2 or 3 in that area. You're going to find the purple thing. Don't get too close or it'll start moving away around the map. Keep your distance and throw this ball at it and hit it, and you're going to catch it like a friggin' Pokeball. Once you caught it, go up to it, hold X, it'll go into your inventory. You'll see you have 1 of them. If you miss, it's fine. You can just pick the Casimir back up and keep trying. Once you caught one of the items in the research test area, you can grab another Casimir device right next to PhD Flopper. There's another container. Pick that one up, and you should find another one in the mutant research test area. So find that one, hit it. Then after that, you can go down to the weird tree computer area, and there's another Casimir device kind of by Speed Cola here, right next to this wall. Pick that one up. I caught my item right next to Speed Cola, but from what I've seen like 4 of these items in the executive suite. So if there's not one around here, make your way up there and catch that item. And the last Casimir device I grabbed was up in the dark entity containment area right next to this wall. I picked that one up, went back to the executive suite, and caught the 4th item. You only need those 4. Now come back up to the secret teleporter room and place all 4 of those balls in this machine, and then the screen's gonna say ready. You can hold X on it and the screen's gonna go white. And what's gonna happen is there's gonna be 3 lights on the walls. They're gonna turn red one at a time. So just kind of run around. You can probably hear it. I heard mine. But just run around a little bit, maybe 20 seconds until you see the red light on the wall. Hold X on it. Wait about 20 more seconds, just training the zombies around until the next red light turns on the walls. Hold X on that one. Wait like another 20 seconds and then do it on the 3rd one, and then your screen will turn white. And after this point, you are ready for the boss fight. So get fully pack-a-punched. Get all your perks, all the gobble gums you need, get fully ready. Now, once you enter the boss fight, you're going to see the Sentinel artifact on a machine, and when you walk up to it, you can interact with it. It's going to give you the option to either choose to help Richtofen or Sam. The easiest boss fight, I'll explain both. The easiest is to help Richtofen and fight Sam. That's the easiest one, so that's what we're going to start with. It's going to do a little cutscene and raise you up in an elevator, and it's going to bring you to a room where you have to fill 3 different soul boxes. The first is on the left side of the map, the left side of the room. The second is in the middle part of the room, and the third is on the far right side. Just get a bunch of kills until you filled it up. Once you filled it up, go back to the Sentinel artifact, and the elevator is going to start moving upwards again. You're going to enter a second room where you're going to see a bunch of purple lights up on the ceiling or on the walls. Some of them aren't going to be purple lights. They're going to be like dark ether crystals. Just destroy every single one of those around the entire room, and then you'll be able to move on. They kind of look similar to the purple lights, so if you're unsure, just go up close or just put some shots on it to see if it breaks anything. But once you've destroyed all of the ether crystals, you'll be able to go back onto the elevator, and it'll raise you all the way up to the boss fight. This is where it'll get different for both of the ones you picked. It'll still be on this roof, but the boss fight will be completely different. So if you're fighting Sam, this one's pretty easy. For the most part, Sam's going to be completely immune to your shots. There's only 2 times she won't be. The first is she's going to shoot a laser beam attack with her eye, as you can see. Once she's done with that attack, there's going to be red critical spots on her, and her purple eye will be like available to be shot. That is the only point you can shoot her. Other than that, just train around until she does that move and then shoot her. And the second one is she'll spin around and put like a bunch of purple shock orbs out. That's the second one that you can shoot her. Now, she is pretty tanky, so it's gonna take a while to kill her. So just be patient, train around, shoot her when she's vulnerable. And when you get about halfway done, it's going to start a Sam trial. Just complete this trial. If you completely complete it, like all the way of what it's asking, you'll get a free perk. So if you had like Quick Revive, Dying Wish, and you lost it, you could get that back. But after you do that, it's just going to go right back to the same thing it was. Red critical spots, purple eye, wait for it to do the laser beam or the shockwave attack. And then near the end, you're going to get another Sam trial. Just do it again. This one will also give you a perk if you fully complete it, whatever it takes, and then keep on shooting it after that. Same thing. It's basically just the same throughout the whole thing. So, but then finally you'll defeat Sam and you have done this boss fight. Now the second boss fight, the beginning is all the same, but this time you're going to be fighting an Uber Richtofen. This one's way harder. You have to kill him just like any other. Shoot the shoulder, like the metal plates on the shoulders. At the beginning, you're going to be like, wow, this is easy. His health is flying down. It gets way harder. After like the first phase, it starts spawning in Uber, Klauses, zombies, robots. It spawns in a bunch of crap. At one point, Richtofen's going to come out of like the robot, and he's just going to be flying around, just laying fire on you from above. It gets pretty dang difficult. If you just keep laying fire on him, have a little bit of skill, you'll be able to kill him, and you've fully completed the Easter egg doing the Richtofen side. One thing I didn't mention on the Sam side is once she's like in her last phase, she can smack you way up in the air and you'll have to parachute back down. Nothing too crazy. But once you've done all that, you've completed the Easter egg. Well done. You beat the Reckoning. You beat Black Ops 6. And that's it, fellas.